Now to an Eyewitness News exclusive. A summer camp turned into a summer nightmare for two new UCLA students. They were hired to be counselors at UCLA's Bruin Woods in Lake Arrowhead. But the students say the fun family environment turned into an environment filled with inappropriate behavior, and they're now suing the UC Regents. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Christian Cordero.
UCLA's Bruin Woods markets itself as a family resort in Lake Arrowhead, with current Bruins running the camp, serving and networking with former Bruins attending it. This past summer, Lydia Dixon and Samaya Derrick were thrilled to be two of the newest hires, but their expectations for the camp quickly changed.
They're creating a place for people to be assaulted, like with binge drinking, with doors that don't lock, with just way more women than men. It's so dangerous.
Both students immediately felt forced to drink heavily in order to fit in, even if you don't drink, even if you're underage, starting days before the first families arrived.
That night I got really drunk and I actually ended up blacking out, and that's when I got assaulted by the returning staffer.
Lydia reported that person and was grateful that he was immediately sent home, but it would be the beginning of what has manifested into a civil lawsuit just filed against the University of California Regents. It alleges the returning staffers would lead the newcomers on a hazing journey before and during Bruin Woods.
You stop at this liquor store right before you go up this very windy road, and they give you a Four Loko, and the goal is to finish the entire Four Loko as you go up the mountain without throwing up.
She and Lydia say this was the packing list their bosses sent to them, which includes a fake ID, condoms, and birth control. Over the next few days, they felt coerced into what was sold as traditions.
They had us hold our arms up above our heads, and we were losing circulation.
They told us to put the pillowcases on, so we'd be blindfolded.
We walked barefoot in a warehouse. It was just bizarre. No reason to do that.
By the third official night, they say it escalated even further at a house party.
And all of a sudden, I just see it's all the returning staffers naked, and I was just so shocked. Because when I walked into that room, it just felt like everyone was the guy who assaulted me.
Samaya tells us she was assaulted too, but that her complaint wasn't taken as seriously.
I was sitting on the Zen deck, and these two girls came up to talk to me, and I told her what happened. And then they waited for a second, and then she was like, "We don't have to tell anyone if you don't want to." I'm really scared of them, I'm not even sure what they're capable of.
Both Lydia and Samaya left the 11-week program less than 1 week in. Samaya tells us she complained to leadership within the counselor group and those running Bruin Woods as a whole, and that no one followed up. In a statement, UCLA told us in part, quote, UCLA has zero tolerance for sexual harassment, sexual violence, and hazing. When we learned of the alleged incidents earlier this year, they were referred to our Title IX office and are being handled according to the university policies and procedures, end quote. This statement, they say, is the first they've heard from UCLA directly.
Before coming to Bruin Woods, I saw them as this awesome community of people who really loved each other, and then going into it and seeing that that was what they did, that was what they had to do to get that community. It just made me feel really sad, because I thought it was something that it wasn't.
We reached out to the two young men listed in that lawsuit accused of sexual assault, but have not yet heard back.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel, and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.